Man, I wish I could whistle. Oh, hello there. Did you know there's no way to farm deep slate? Like, if you took some deep slate and just burned it, there would forever be less deep slate in your world. It's too bad because I really wanted to build something with deep slate, but I need thousands of the stuff. You see, I have already mined a little bit, but I need way more. I just wish there was some kind of redstone machine that could dig for me. Maybe some type of mining machine. The thing currently behind me is a mining machine, also known as a quarry. So, what is a quarry? Well, it's a big mining machine that takes one slice of your Minecraft world, mines it and gives you the resources of the slice. Rinse and repeat. But before building a quarry, there's two things we need to do. First of all, I need to decide where I actually want to build the quarry. And second of all, I need to dig 4 holes. If you imagine the area I want to mine as this diamond block, it's a long diamond block, of course. I need to dig a hole in front of the quarry, where the machine is actually going to be. Then I need to dig 2 small passages on either side of the quarry, and I need to dig a hole underneath the entire quarry, because technically gravel could fall and break this quarry, and we don't really want that. After digging those holes, I can start building this machine and then run it. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. First of all, I need to decide on a location. And I think that location will be right here at this mountain. Now I need to dig the hole that the machine is going to go in. But before that, I need to clear out a little area for it. And that area is going down to bedrock. So of course I have to remove the water you see behind me. And we can just... And there we have it. So of course, since I'm in a river, there was a lot of aquifers below me, and that just made this so much more difficult. But luckily I have done that now, and we can just build the machine. I'm pretty sure that this redstone block here is an on-off switch for the machine, because it isn't connected to anything, not slime or anything. So I think that if I break this, something will start moving. Yep, that seems about right. Now we just need to wait for this machine to go front and back like 100-200 times. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Yeah, so the machine blew up. Anyways. That is a very good start. Of course, we can see here in the wall that I've had to plug up a whole bunch of holes. They call it a smooth wall trencher, but of course, one TNT will do more damage to gravel and ores than it will do to stone and deep slate. So that's why I just made a whole bunch of holes in the wall. And of course, there's also all the cave system and stuff. We have to plug them up. Anyways, if we just take some TNT, we can quickly remove the machine, because to be honest, I don't need it anymore. And that should do it. Okay, there's still one redstone block remaining. And of course the other part. Oh god. Let's see if that was enough. I was expecting to use so much more TNT there. Well, that worked. Bomba. Now we need to dig 2 or actually 3 more holes. You see, to build a quarry we need a hole underneath this entire mountain to collect all our resources, and we also need a small line of block cleared in both the left and the right side of the mountain, because the huge quarry machine can't fit in there by itself. So I have to build a tunnel bore. But here is the thing. I could make a normal tunnel bore, you know, the one you click on the node block and it digs 1 block. Or I could use the dark tunnel bore, the machine I used in the last video to blow up a giant area instantly. Which do you think I will use? Yeah, that's right, we are going for the secret third option. Instead of building a normal quarry, we are going to build what's called a trenchless quarry. You see, a normal quarry takes the TNT and moves it to the wall. Instead, we are going to take the wall and move it to the machine. So instead of having the collection system at the bottom of the world, we are gonna have it at the top of the world. We are gonna take flying machines and make them fly this entire wall up into the sky, blow it up, rinse and repeat. so we don't need to build any more trenches. And now is probably a good time to mention that I actually have a second account on my world right now. This is a carpet bot. I spawned it by write this simple command. I don't know why, but spawning that fake player made the machine work. I'm pretty sure I unloaded the machine when it blew up, but now we don't really need them anymore, hopefully. I'm definitely gonna spawn more in my... And I'm gonna use one of those bots again to load the entire quarry when I'm running it. So I'm just telling you this to clear the air. Anyways, we need the materials. So the first block we are going to collect, according to the list you can see on screen, is 12.5 shulker blocks of smooth stone. That is a lot. Okay, how much smooth stone do we have? Not enough. Okay, but I should have enough stone. Yep. And to the super smelter you go. I definitely need a new super smelter. My projects have become way too big for this machine here. Now we need 9 shulker boxes of slime blocks. Luckily I have a slime farm, so I should, 9 shulker boxes right there. But observers is another issue. I need 3.5 shulker boxes and I have 6 stacks. That's not enough. I need to think about that. Okay, so I do have enough cobblestone. And I definitely have enough redstone. How much quartz do I have? 1 shulker box. I need 3 shulker boxes more. That is not good. Okay, what about up here? How much quartz do I have? Really? 5 stacks? Okay, that's not good. Oh, actually I have a fair amount of gold, so let's just trade all of that. Now we just need to wait for this chest to fill up. Just like that. After a chest full of gold blocks, we have 1, 2, 2.5 chests with nether quartz. That should definitely be enough. Now we just need to craft. Okay, so if I just drop every single material on the ground right here, then I take and fill my entire inventory with quartz, and take 1 cobblestone from here, then I should just be able to constantly craft observers. That should actually be everything, but since I have a shulker box of stone more, let's just craft that. And now we have just under 4 shulker boxes of observers. Next, 3 shulker boxes of sticky pistons. I already have enough. And 3 shulker boxes of pistons. I already have enough. Packed ice. Grey glass. Grey glazed terracotta. Redstone blocks. Grey concrete. Note blocks. Iron trapdoors. Smooth slabs. Fence gates. Activator rails. Black concrete, white concrete, and finally, a stack of TNT. This here is every single material you need to build a quarry. Of course, there's also a collection system which needs these items. Chests, hoppers, glass, more glass, even more glass. Can you believe it? Even more glass. White concrete, redstone, droppers, redstone torch, comparators, iron trapdoors, observers, note blocks, repeaters, jack-o'-lanterns, packed ice, walls, composters, rails, pistons, and that's it. I mean, I still need a bunch of render blocks here, but those blocks are just indicators for what blocks they are stored in the slice of the storage system. You know, it will make way more sense when I actually build it. So, let's just build it. Every item will end up in this waterway I'm flying over, until they reach this point, where they'll then get put into the sorters. As you can see, the display blocks that I tried to explain is right here. This here sorts deep slate, and longer down the chain we have cobblestone and terracotta, dripstone, coal, dirt, granite, diorite, andesite, tuff. There is of course a chance for the machine to produce too many items for the sorters to sort, so I have just made this waterway here that just puts the items back into rotation. Here's the other end of the farm, it ends here, and I cannot see the sorting system from here. So with a timer on screen, I can drop an item in here, and then just follow it all the way down the water. And I don't see a problem with the item despawn timer, so I'm not even gonna try fixing that. That is a non-issue for me. Anyways, what is not a non-issue for me is that since this track here is so long, I can't physically load it all. So instead I will have to load this little strip here and this sorting system with something else. And of course, in newer versions of Minecraft, enderpearls can load chunks. Through my testing, I feel like enderpearls are a bit unreliable on that part, but if I put them in every single chunk along this entire waterway, they should be able to load the chunks and therefore load the items going through the chunks. So I'll have to build that. And there we have it. Now I think we can finally build the big machine. Yes, I think it is finally time to build the Quarry. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, the light blue blocks here, they don't exist right now. It's a blueprint and I have to place these blocks. This piston here, as you can see, if I place that, it extends. But I have to place this sticky piston without it extending. But there is a redstone block right here, so if I place it, it will just extend. And you can see red means it's wrong. So how do I place a piston right next to a redstone block without updating it? Wait, I have an idea. Okay, so if I place a furnace here, I place the slime block there, and then I place the piston there. It couldn't move this slime block at this redstone block because that's a furnace, which is an immovable block. So if I remove that, why don't you extend now? Yeah, okay, that's just what you have to deal with when doing redstone, I guess. I have to do that like 100 more times, whatever. Now I need to build a roof. But before I get to that, this roof is here because flying machines usually cause a lot of light updates, because every single block above them and underneath them have to be updated for every single block they fly. But if the flying machine is in complete darkness, which this roof allows, they won't have any updates at all. Now of course, Minecraft recently updated their lighting engine, so this is not as necessary as it once was, but I still think I should build it to minimize lag. Anyways, I don't just want it to be this grey blob here. I think I want to name my quarry. Because in the technical Minecraft community, there is this thing where every single quarry has a name. And of course, I want to name mine too. Since this is a rather small quarry, I won't name it something big. I think I'll name mine Svalbard. Okay, so before we start the machine, we need to talk about something. As you know, the machine is based on flying machines. And flying machines can push most blocks. As you can see here, a lot of blocks is pushable by pistons. That makes sense. But throughout the Minecraft world, there is of course obsidian, which generates when water hits lava. And there are monster spawners like these. Monster spawners, chests and obsidian cannot be pushed. So I'll have to remove every single spawner in my entire quarry. Likewise, we have all these skulk things here. As you can see, while some skulk things can be moved or broken, skulk shriekers, catalysts and sensors, they cannot be moved and they cannot be broken. So instead, we'll have to remove them manually first. And of course, in the deep dark biome, underneath bigger mountains, like the one I'm going to dig, there is just a lot of skulk. So you may be wondering, how am I going to do this? Well, I'm gonna use this tool here. This tool here is a BlockFinder tool developed by JKM and Sweet Babu. It works by me uploading a part of my world, my quarry, and then entering which blocks I would like to have removed. which of course is obsidian and all the skulk things. So I simply upload my entire quarry into this program and then gives it some information. Then it runs for a little while, about a few minutes, and once it's done it gives me a file. This file I upload into a Minecraft mod that I usually don't use. And as you can see here, every single white dot on my screen right now is a spawner, obsidian, chest or some skulk I need to remove before we start the machine. So let's just get to it. Is that a ward? Okay, I need an escape plan because there's a skulk shrieker somewhere around here and I really just can't see where it is because of this amalgamation of points. Oh god, is that a shrieker? Can I get to it before? Or will it spawn a warden? It didn't. Please say there was only one. 2 sensors. Okay, I think that was the only one. Yeah, good. Oh god, is that a warden? I think that's a warden. Nope. Yep. No, I'm not going in there. Forget about it. Forget about it. Just by out of curiosity, does anyone know the safe distance from a warden? Because I certainly don't. That's not good. That's right behind me. Oh god, that's right over there. No. That should definitely destroy that annoying streaker. Now we just need to wait for the warden. And that skulk sensor is the last skulk thing, I think. So now, just after removing these few chests and spawners above me, I should be able to take another copy of this part of my world and then testing it again in the program. You know, just to be sure I accidentally didn't miss anything at all. As you can see, I have apparently missed one singular skull catalyst, and that should be the last immovable block in this entire area. But before we continue, I found this amount of diamonds while just digging around in the skull. Now, I know that's technically not cheating, I was just digging around, but because I used the waypoint mod, I just feel like these diamonds are illegally obtained. So instead of saving them, I am simply gonna burn them. That really hurt to watch, but I want to pay for using that mod. I do not really like using mods like the waypoint mod I just used, but I didn't see any logical way that I could find every single skulk thing. So this was a necessary evil and I hope I have paid for it. If not, 4 enchanted golden apples. That should be enough payment, I hope. Let's go through the checklist. I have removed every single furnace. I have placed every single TNT. I have run a schematic verifier, and I have made sure that every single block is in the correct state and it is correctly placed. There are no extra blocks that aren't supposed to be there, and I have a bot right above me, up in this tangled mess, that will load the machine for us. Everything should be ready to load. So now one of two things is gonna happen. Either I'm gonna hit this node block right here, and the machine will start and break, or music is currently playing, which means we're going into a time lapse. Let's find out. And that is where we will end today's video. Now for some life updates. I am currently in the middle of moving out of my parents' home. So if you want to help me in any way, a like and subscribe would be great. And if you really want to, I also have a Patreon linked in the description. Of course, no pressure at all. A like would be more than enough. Anyways, that's it for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Shimmy, twink, swalala, twink, swalala, swalala, swalala.
Lock the fuck in! Now we just need a location for the quarry.